TOEFL iBT, speaking 26. Aaron at speaking26.com. Today's live stream is advice on TOEFL iBT speaking question 1 and some more advice for the integrated questions. The advice for TOEFL speaking question number 1 is this. You guys will score higher on your TOEFL. You will finish your TOEFL faster and be completely done with it forever when you do a better job of analyzing the questions. Did you underestimate the advice I just gave you? Did you think that was nothing revolutionary, nothing profound, nothing that would help you? If you did, you're wrong. For those of you who know better, for those of you who see me showing more verifiable passing TOEFL scores than anybody in the world, you know to pay attention to all of my advice. Good job. I believe in you passing more than other people passing. Verifiable passing scores. Aaron didn't say he's the oldest. He didn't say he's been doing it longer. He didn't say he was randomly born a year before anybody. He said he's shown more verifiable passing scores than anybody has. And that's a fact. So for you guys to benefit from my advice, analyze speaking questions number 1 more carefully. What do I mean? Well, I mean, just in the past 48 hours alone, I had 3 pharmacists all agree with me that they could immediately be scoring more points, not something that's going to take 6 weeks or 6 months. They could immediately use what I gave them to score higher that I'm now going to give you. And that's this. Instead of doing what you're already doing, which is reading the question in a fast way, reading speaking question number 1 as fast as you can, so that you can start the 15 seconds to prepare before the actual 15 seconds has started. You're trying to give yourself more time to prepare because you feel that 15 seconds isn't enough time to prepare. You want more time to prepare. So instead of analyzing the questions carefully, you quickly go to preparing your reasons and examples and probably your fake personal example. And what you should do instead, what the 3 pharmacists in just the past 48 hours alone have agreed with, is that when they review the question more carefully, they find that they weren't paying attention to words from the question. They tell me something like this. Yeah, Aaron, I guess I just read it quickly to get the general idea so that I could start preparing my answer. And they miss very specific things from the speaking question number 1. All right, here it is. Money time, 26 time, finishing your TOEFL forever time. Here it is. The smartest thing that one of those 3 pharmacists told me was this. Yeah, I need to pay better attention to the exact words from speaking question number 1. If it's in there, it's not in there by an accident. No, they chose very specific words to put in there. And I said, yes, a lot of work goes into creating these questions. This is why NABP respects the TOEFL. I don't know where your other speaking tests came from. I'm guessing they didn't come from ETS, and I'm not going to guess beyond that. But I don't know the level of integrity they're putting behind their test questions. I do know the level of research, testing, and high quality integrity that is behind the TOEFL speaking questions. How do you benefit from this? You benefit from this by realizing that you should pay much more attention to each and every specific word from speaking question number one. Instead of doing what you've been doing, which is reading quickly to get a general idea and then wanting to start your 15 seconds to prepare before the 15-second timer has started, invest. Invest more of your time and focus to analyzing each word from the question. Like that smart pharmacist said during her epiphany, if the word is in the question, all of the words in the question, those are not accidents. Those words, every single word is consciously chosen. How much time do you think they put behind writing the questions? Do you think they have multiple people review the questions? Do you think they test it and then refine it? The words in the question are never by accident. They're always by conscious choice, by researched, by choices that are backed by research. Spend more time analyzing the questions. Read them. Instead of writing down reasons, examples, whatever else your predetermined strategy is before you've even read the question, instead of doing that, read the question twice. Don't worry. You don't need to do that writing down thing that you've been doing, trying to have a full 45 seconds planned. That's one of the reasons why you haven't been earning an advanced score. You want to read a pre-planned speech instead of giving a speech, instead of speaking, instead of giving a 45-second answer. I know it scares you to speak spontaneously. I know it scares you, the thought of speaking spontaneously for 45 seconds, but you should do it because you should be more scared of never finishing your TOEFL. You should be more scared of never getting 26 on speaking. You should be more scared of never improving the quality of your life. I want you to get 26 on speaking because I want you to tell your friends that I helped you to get 26 on speaking. So be more afraid of not making the improvements to pass than being afraid of speaking spontaneously for 45 seconds. Okay, there's the advice for question number one. Now here's the other advice. This pertains more to speaking question 2, 3, and 4, the integrated questions. When a lot of the test takers that I'm helping in the Speaking 26 Zoom meetings that you can go see on speaking26.com, when I'm helping the test takers in the Zoom meetings, they will often answer in a way that's not as thorough as they could be answering. What do you mean, Aaron? I mean, they will often say things like, we all know that the human grader has heard, if I'm answering a question number 3 about X topic, we know that the human grader has probably heard 100 answers that day about question number 3, topic X. But thinking like that doesn't help us to get 26 on TOEFL iBT speaking and finish our TOEFL, because that's not what the question instructs us to do. The question instructs us to explain. So instead of thinking, well, the human grader knows this concept, he or she has listened to 100 answers, You should be giving an answer with this kind of mindset. I have 60 seconds to teach somebody about this concept. The person who's listening to my answer did not get to read the reading passage that I read. The person listening to my 60-second answer did not get to hear the listening part that I got to hear. The person listening to my answer has one and only one thing to learn from: my 60-second answer. So, are you saying your 60 seconds in a way that's friendly for a human's ears? A human who only gets one thing, your 60 seconds. They don't know anything except what you say in 60 seconds and how you say it. Am I saying my 60-second answer in a way that's digestible for a human's ear who doesn't know anything else about the question? That's how to better understand the TOEFL's instructions when they tell you to explain. Aaron at speaking26.com.